Hello, this is Steve Malone with Compass FX. Hope you're doing well today and you're getting some good trades. Take a look at the euro dollar. The euro dollar made a push below 125 today, a pretty strong push down when a smaller rating agency known as Egan-Jones came out with a downgrade of Spain from B to double B negative with a negative outlook. And so the question is this the move we've been waiting to see the euro potentially push on down to 122, or is this a point at which the euro is in position to do a decent retracement, establish a new resistance level before pushing down? So let's examine the euro dollar and determine what the market is attempting to do based upon this news of the Spanish downgrade. Now, if you notice on my chart, you can see a black trend line coming through that. If you remember from some previous videos, this is the neckline of a larger head and shoulders seen in the weekly chart. Let me show you. Come out to the weekly chart and you can see the head and shoulders pattern. Shoulder, head, another shoulder, and the neckline coming across. And last week we broke that neckline just barely. Now we're trying to maintain the break of that neckline. Now again, the break of the neckline here does see movement on down. The next level expected of the euro on this large scale is to see it reach 122. Let's go back down to the chart that it was on, the 30-minute. On the 30-minute chart, you can see this nice little push down. So let's just take a look at what happened today. If I just run my fib from swing low to swing high, we can see that it pushed straight down to 1618, made a little bit more of a push down, hitting close to that 2460 area before bouncing back up. Now, in order for the market to see a continual move down, this trend line representing that weekly head and shoulders neckline needs to be maintained. Maybe the market pushes back up here, hits the 125.20 area from below, maintains it, and then we see a push down. Now, if you step out a little bit further on the 4-hour chart, you're going to notice the last time we had a major retracement, and that was May the 18th. This low point right here up to this high point we saw May 21st. If I run my fibs from that low to this high, you'll notice that the market went down, went through the normal range from 127.2 to 1618, and is pinned all the way down to the 200% extension level we noted today with that downgrade of Spain. Now, where do we go from here? If this continues, if this floor that's been put in about this 125 to 125.20 holds, then I would expect the market to move down to the 233.3 level, which is right around 124, then to push down to the 2618, which is resting down there around 123.50 level. I would expect the market to possibly get down into that level. Now, where's the 122 come in at? Well, we go out to the daily chart, and you can see that on the daily chart there was a large head and shoulder pattern as well. You can see a shoulder, a head, another shoulder over here, a neckline coming across. The market moved down, came right down this low point right here. If I were to run a fib from swing low to swing high and bring this a little bit tighter, you can see that the 127.2 puts us right about the 124. The 141.4 extension takes us to about the 122.70 level. That put us right below that 123. And then the push on down to 1618 puts us about 121. Now, I don't know if the market's going to push down this low without a major retrace. I would think that we should be in for a retrace somewhere in this area right here. We see the market pushing out to these fib extension levels, and at some point I would think that on this 4-hour chart, the 2618 would be a good one to look for the market to potentially retrace from. So is there a possibility, given the European situation, that we continue to push down and then look for the retrace back up? Yes. Now, this last retrace we had was about 182 pips. My thinking is from 125, another 182 pips to the downside is going to put us right above that 123 figure. It's going to put us somewhere close to this area right here, and then we possibly get a retrace back up to that 125, which again is right in the neighborhood of that weekly neckline. So in summation, a couple of points is, if we stay below this 125, 125.20 neckline off the weekly chart, we'll progress down. I think we'll step down 124, 123 or so, and then look for some retracement off of that. Possibly a push down to 122 if there's some more downgrades in the Eurozone. Other than that, if we get back above this level, you'll notice if I step out just a little bit here, you'll notice that we've been bouncing on this line. If we get back above this, then that would give us almost a triple bottom effect. And if we see in the Traders Dynamic Index on the larger charts, like the daily and weekly charts, starting to see the Traders Dynamic Index start showing us positive sentiment, a kind of a positive upward move. You can see it right here. You see it already happened on the daily charts. If we start to see that on the 4-hour charts, you see the move up here. If that continues, and we're above that 125.20 level, in the intraday charts we could see a turn up and then a push back up here towards the 126, where a number of offers stacked up between 126 and 126.50 are resting, push up into this area, creating a new resistance level, either here, here, maybe even back up here towards the 126.70 level, a new resistance to work off of, and another push to the downside. That could be potentially a retrace point to consider if we get back above the 125.20 level. Well, folks, Dean Malone with Compass FX. Hope some of this information will help you in the forthcoming movement in the euro dollar. Look for a push down to that 123.50 level, 123.46, in the event we stay below this 125 weekly head and shoulders neckline. If we get it back above it, potential moving up towards 126 to 126.70 level before another fade the rally, another push back down occurs. This is Dean Malone with Compass FX. Y'all make it a great day. Get some good trades. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.